Greetings, my name is Sarah Davoren, and I currently reside in the state of New Jersey, where I'm a special education teacher for grades kindergarten through second grade. I provide specialized instruction for learners with several special needs and disabilities. Today, I will be discussing differentiating instruction and engagement and how they relate to brain-based learning. First, I will start with differentiated instruction. Differentiated instruction is an approach where educators adjust curriculum, content, and assessments to meet the needs of their diverse learners who have different learning styles. Brain-based learning is an approach that draws on neuroscience and research and how the brain works best, emphasizing those creating environments and experiences that align with the brain's natural processing of information. Differentiated instruction and brain-based learning share a connection of individualization, where both approaches involve how the brain processes and retains information using multiple learning styles. With differentiated instruction, students' individual strengths and interests are taken into account to increase or enhance retention of information. So this really results in connecting brain-based learning with differentiation. Some ways we can bring differentiated instruction and brain-based learning into our school setting is the multi-sensory approach. And the multi-sensory approach, it incorporates visual aids, auditory resources, kinesthetic resources as well. And with all of these things, it stimulates the brain and it increases retention of information. Another approach would be flexible grouping. Flexible grouping is another way to incorporate differentiated instruction and brain-based learning. Small groups, whole groups, and these special groupings, what happens is you bring in the interests and the preferences of the learners, and what it happens is it accommodates different learning styles, and some may learn things at a faster pace, some may learn at a different pace, and what happens is you're accommodating those different levels. The ever so popular brain breaks is another method. We have been using brain breaks a lot lately in my classroom. It involves movement, and what it does is it keeps the brain, activates the brain, makes it focus or concentrate after that, and it increases engagement. Now we're into engagement. This leads me to engagement. Engagement can relate to brain-based learning in schools and educational settings in different ways. So let's start with what engagement is. Engagement has to do with attention, interest, and it involves having learners, pay attention. The link between engagement and brain-based learning is engagement activates or stimulates many parts of the brain. And in it stimulating those parts of the brain, what happens is there's what comes into play is memory, motivation, and things like that. When the brain is involved in or engaged more, then the brain is more receptive to learning new information, and it leads to understanding more of the concepts and retention. One or two specific ways to bring engagement through the brain-based learning approach into the classrooms would be one, active learning, which incorporates hands-on activities, simulations, experiments, and those things help to keep students' attention and engage them, leading to promoting a deeper understanding. And of course, those neurons get to firing. Some examples of that would be like mock trials, science experiments, and things like that for students. Another approach would be collaborative learning, such as project-based learning, where peers interact with each other in small groups. Cooperative learning is happening. Social interactions, those are happening, and it fosters and activates the release of neurotransmitters associated with motivation and learning. The next step would be mindfulness and mindful practices. We do that with Gold Noodle, Class Dojo, and many mindful exercises that support students having control over their emotions, stress management, emotional regulation, resulting in, more learning going on. Thank you so much for viewing my video. Hopefully, I have shown you some different ways on how differentiated instruction can be brought into the classroom through brain-based learning, and engagement can be used through brain-based learning in my professional setting, which is the school. Take care. Have a great day.